Hi, everybody. This is Amy Dinella. Thanks for coming to read today. Today's book is called Grover and the Everything in the Whole Wide World Museum. A couple of things about this book. First of all, I'm going to try and imitate Grover's voice, and I'm not really great at it, but just try and bear with me if you don't mind. The other thing is that this book is written a little bit like a comic book, so the words, instead of being in lines on the pages, are mostly in word bubbles. One last thing, there are a lot of labels on things in this book. So I will read the labels so that you can see the words on each of the things, but you'll be able to see them in the pictures and see the words the pictures that the words are representing. So here we go, Grover and the Everything in the Whole Wide World Museum. Hello, everybody. Oh boy, I am going to see everything in the whole wide world. Grover and the Everything in the Whole Wide World Museum by Norman Stiles and Daniel Wilcox, illustrated by Joe Mathieu. I cannot wait to see what is in the first room. And can you see that door that he's going through? It says, the things you see in the sky room. The things you see in the sky room. Wowee! This room is certainly full of things you see in the sky. Can you see sun, an airplane, cloud, balloon, rocket, star, bird, moon? Look at all of those wonderful things up there. Ugh! Smack! Boy, what a mistake I made. I was looking up. I will not look up any more. Now Grover is in the things you see on the ground room. Good. In this room I do not have to look up. Everything is on the ground. And you can see the signs: puddle, ants, worms, mushrooms, manhole cover, pile of dirt, snakes, groundhog, please keep off the grass sign, and grass, flowers, pavement. Oof! Looking down is not much better than looking up. Wham! Now he's in the room for the things you see on the wall room. Oh, this is better. Here, everything is on the wall. I will not look up. I will not look down. I will not bump into anything. And you can see there's a clock, mirror, diploma, bookshelf. And then when you look at the picture below, you can see the window and the painting. And there's a sign that says, the things you see under the water room. And Grover's falling through the manhole. Ah! The things you see under the water room. Splash! There's an octopus, fish, lobster, clam, scuba diver, shell, submarine, bathtub stopper. And Grover's saying, Glub! These are all things that belong under the water. Gasp! Except me. I am getting out of here. That room was very interesting, but a little too wet. Oh, look what is in here. The long, thin things you can write with room. I am so amazed. Just look at all these things, these long, thin things you can write with. There's a pen, chalk, pencil, brush, crayon, quill. And then what does Grover find? No, no, no. This carrot does not belong here. It is long and thin, but you cannot write with it. I wonder where it belongs. And look where he is, the carrot room. Aha! This is where it belongs. And then he goes into the next room. All the vegetables in the whole wide world besides carrots. I did not know there were so many vegetables in the whole wide world besides carrots. And in the back you can see squash, beets, cauliflower, onions, potatoes, cabbage, turnips, lettuce, spinach, broccoli, eggplant, radishes. Can you think of any other vegetables that aren't in there? I think there are a whole bunch more, but maybe you can think of some. I wonder what is in here. The sign says, things that make so much noise you can't hear yourself think. And you can see all those sounds coming from things. Ring, gong, rat-a-tat-tat, honk, 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 toot, toot, chug, 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 ya, 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 sproing. Ugh. And Grover says, ugh, I cannot hear myself think. Gasp. Now I can hear myself think. Oh, look, did you ever see such a small door? And look at this. This is the small hall. And Grover says, hello, cute little small hall. And in there you can see a button, a postage stamp, sewing needle, grain of sand, grain of salt, eyelash, apple seed, paper clip, dime, speck of dust, pea, cookie crumbs, freckle, thumbtack. And now he says, wow-wee, what a tall door. He's in the tall hall. And look what you can see there. And see how it's drawn so that it looks like you're looking down at all these tall things? There's a flagpole, a beanstalk, a telephone pole, a tree, a giraffe, and there's Big Bird saying, hi. And Grover says, it certainly is a tall hall. You know something? I have seen lots of things so far in this Everything in the Whole Wide World Museum, but I have not seen everything in the whole wide world yet. And he goes into the room, things that can make you fall hall. Things that can make you fall hall? Isn't that interesting? Whoops, a roller skate. Ice? Ice! And soap! And whoa, banana peels! And a foot! I am getting a little tired of things that make you fall all. So now he's in the hall of very, very light things. You can see bubbles and a paper airplane and butterfly and balloons and feathers and leaves, powder, dandelion puff. And he says, this is wonderful. Everything in this room is very, very light. Oh, cotton balls. That's what he's falling into, is cotton balls. But then what does he see? Do you see that, a big rock? He says, there has been some mistake. This big rock is not light. It is very, very heavy. So it does not belong in this room. I will take it to where it belongs. There's a sign that says the Hall of Very, Very Heavy Things. Aha! The room it belongs in is this way. Oh boy, carrying a heavy big rock is not easy. Puff, puff, puff. It is no use. I cannot hold it any longer. Help! Wait for me, big rock. You see it crashing into the door down there? And now Grover is in the hall of very, very heavy things. Puff, puff, whew, I did it. Now everything is perfect. And there's the big rock, and heavy bricks, elephant, trailer truck, hippopotamus, even Snuffleupagus, who's saying, oh dear. And then there's a door that says, the things that can tickle you room. And Grover says, oh goody, I like to see people being tickled. The things that can tickle you room. And Grover is just laughing this whole time. Ha ha ha, wait a minute, I did not know I would be tickled. Ha ha ha, hee, gasp, no more tickling. Oh, stop, please, please. I cannot stand any more tickling. I am getting out of here. And look at the things that are tickling him. Can you see feathers, Dog licking foot. That would be pretty ticklish, wouldn't it? Hands. And Grover runs out and he says, I am so sorry. That is all the tickling I have time for now. And then Grover says, excuse me, I have a very important job to do in this room. Oh my gosh, what do you think is going to be in this next room? This is the room of the things that are cute and furry room. There's a squirrel and a bunny and a bear cub and a puppy and a kitten and a lamb and a mouse, and there is a pedestal just for Grover, and he says, I am so proud, because that's the room he belongs in, for things that are cute and furry. You know, I have seen many things in this museum, but I still have not seen everything in the whole wide world. Where did they put everything else? And then he sees a door that says, everything else. And he says, aha! And he goes through those doors, and there's everything else. And he's saying, look at this! Buildings, bushes, windows, mountains. Do you think he's actually in a room, or do you think maybe he walked outside? I don't know. So I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm going to tell you one other thing. When we're back in the room, here we are, the room with all those noises have a very special word. They're called onomatopoeia words because the way they sound is just like the way you think they're going to make a sound. So gong, or ring, or rat-a-tat-tat, or chug-chug-chug. Those are all called onomatopoeia words. So that's another word that you can learn from this book. And that is the end. I hope you enjoyed that one. See you next time. Bye.